When I first started, I was so hungry that I would train people for free. Look where we are today, it's 2023, and for almost a decade, I'm helping NBA players and WNBA players and your favorite celebrities with the art of shooting. Sabonis from the Sacramento Kings, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's been my client for about 3 years now. Michael Porter Jr., Bobby Portis, Grayson Allen. Chris Brown's ability on the basketball court is surreal. Drake has a beautiful form. What's going on, everybody? This is Chris Matthews. A lot of you know me as Skill Coach Lethal Shooter, and this is my hustle. I've been training for almost a decade right now, NBA, WNBA. My background is sport of basketball. I wasn't the guy that was going to the basket, dunking the ball. I was lucky to always play on great teams. I played high school basketball with Kevin Durant, so I used Kevin to be the slasher and the dunker, and I was always the shooter. I was always ranked top 3, top 4 in the whole state of Maryland. And graduating out of high school, it was a tough road because I was chasing the NBA so bad. Like, I really wanted to make it to the NBA. Then I started realizing, like, it's okay. Everybody doesn't make it to the NBA, you know, and that's the one thing I want people to take from my story. Of course, you're gonna have goals, but giving up is never an option. And I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have those obstacles of failing. When I first started my Instagram, one of my homeboys, he gave me his iPod where he had Instagram downloaded. He was like, bro, you should start an Instagram. And we came up with the name Lethal Shooter because my dad would always call me lethal in high school. Stay lethal. When Instagram allowed us to do videos, that's when my entire life changed. So I said, well, how about I make shooting videos to show people how good of a shooter I am, how consistent of a shooter I am. So I did my first video at College Park Rec, and it went viral. And now, God is good, I'm getting, 600,000 likes now and 30 million views on videos. People really love my creative videos, and it definitely has changed my life. My first client was Kevin Seraphin. I moved to Paris because the New York Knicks wanted me to help him. He was telling me, Chris, this is the best trainer I ever had in my life. And at that time, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't believe him. I didn't believe I was a great trainer because he was the first client that I stayed with that long. Then I got a phone call from Dwight Howard where I went to go help him with his free throws. And he was telling me the same thing, bro, I've never in my life had a trainer like you break down free throws for me. With doing that, I've been able to sign with different companies that love my creativity. If it wasn't for those type of videos, I wouldn't have been the basketball tech for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I was in Hustle. Who ever believe, Lethal Shooter, helping Adam Sandler with the art of shooting, hanging out with Adam Sandler for like 4 days. Yo, man, what's up, man? Oh. The way it works with a client, I immediately start watching film. And I put myself in their offense to understand how to get the shot off and when and where to get the shot off at a rhythm that helps them take their percentages up. You shoot the basketball, since you just walked in the gym, I don't want you to shoot quick. I want you to take your time, get a feel for the basketball, and I always grab your rebound. After you shoot, you go to the back of the line because he's going to shoot as well. Nice and easy, nothing fast. Relax.
Oh, I want more shot,
There you go. Good. Back to the line, let's go. Good. 3-2. If I ever have a client that really has a bad habit, my job is to break their muscle memory. So there's different ways that I'm very aggressive with my training, and that's why I can't train everybody. Jab here, I'm gone, right? You shouldn't be leaning that way.
On my face.
So you here, you ready? Watch me, you guard me. Once I jab, hey, bam, I'm still strong. Am I making sense? I'm not gonna jab and be like this. I'm very picky on who I train because a lot of people can't take strenuous training. All right, guys, to leave the workout, you gotta make these shots. All right, if you don't, you gotta run some suicides. You gotta run some suicides. Good. Knock it down, Max. Knock it down. Let's go.
Today, Lethal Shooter helped me get my hand placement right. I feel like after training with Lethal, it made my hand placement feel more controlled. I feel like leaving today, I'm gonna be way better on that basketball court.
My boy did get my base right, so I appreciate my boy for that. I'm usually fading. I'm usually fading on 6'6", and up. You gotta be 6'6" and up to contest my jumper.
In the long run, it pays off, and that's why it's a blessing that every client that I train, their shooting percentages go up tremendously. Shot. There you go. I started a foundation. I named it after my dad, the Jeffrey Winslow Foundation, because my father was always about giving back to others. And that's why, if you notice on my brand, I'm always positive, I'm always giving back. And with my foundation, I've been able to do court renovations in Washington, D.C. I've been able to help basketball programs get brand new jerseys. I've been able last year to sponsor 2 high schools in the DMV area. All these things are just happening because I realized in life, it's not about you. If you can figure out a way every week to help other people or do something to help other people become great, the world will be a better place. So that's why I started the Jeffrey Winslow Foundation, and giving back is very important, and I learned that from my father. I absolutely love what I'm doing now. This is a dream come true. You know, of course, I'm not making tons of money, but to watch my clients sign $80 million contracts, $100 million contracts, it feels like I signed that contract as well. To help people get generational wealth, and most importantly, learn the art of shooting. I love being a trainer, and I love helping people with the art of shooting. Thanks for watching My Hustle. This is Lethal Shooter. Follow me on Instagram @Lethal Shooter, and shout out to Whistle Sports. Stay locked in.